And we're live. Who's going to be the first? Who's going to be first with a comment? Let's see here. Let me change the title real quick here. Two-part Deux. There it is. Frank Lehman is the first. That's kind of cheating, Frank. I'm just saying. Frank was in the back of the big tramp, guys, because I came here to the back of the big tramp first. But he was sitting back here, and then he left. Didn't even say hi or nothing, and he runs into the chat and goes, "Me."
Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about it. I said, no, that seems like a cheap shot, man. That's beneath even me. But hey, get after it, Frank.
You know what? Oh, well, there it is. There's your congrats, yeah. Frank, for being first.
Yeah, wear it in shame. Yeah, wear it in shame.
All right.
Here's your participation trophy, you prick.
All right, so here's the deal.
I got one for you here.
What's that? What do you got for me? You know,
no, for Frank, a participation medal, a trophy.
Oh, okay.
And a certificate.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. What's really pissing me off is that the poll that I put out when the live stream went down gets erased because I can't submit the poll once the stream has ended. So the poll that we worked really hard on getting, votes on for whether or not you guys enjoyed having your, it was just I think it was like 6% of you said yes to having the bucket already. The most of you voted no. That was the second, or that was the very first highest one. The second one was no, but I plan on picking me up one. And then the smallest besides yes, which was the smallest, was the other one that says no, I would never. And I just want to throw this out here that I would nevers. You're probably on a daily basis offended by what I have to say sometimes, and I'm sorry. That's all I gotta say. I'm glad you just keep on. I'm glad you ignore it, and you keep coming back for more. But it's my sad attempt at potty humor. But all right. Numbers one last time for the day, and if it sounds like I'm tired, it's because I decided to take a nap, and so now I'm a little groggy here. Let me take you guys over to the other page here. We'll take one last look at the numbers for the day today, and then we'll wrap it up. Call it a done day here. Let's see here. Taking a look. Let me move some screens around real quick. Remember, I'm not going to be able to see what it is you guys are saying, so hold those personal thoughts, comments, questions, or concerns for me specifically until you see that big tramp back up there on the page. Taking a look at off exchange first. By this time of the day, I would normally expect to see off exchange somewhere between, or somewhere right around 66% combined with EDGX. Off exchange is at 54.02 and EDGX is 8.59. Combined total of that is 62.61%, or about 3.39% lower than I would expect it to be. I would suggest to you, or I would submit to you that the part of the reason why we're seeing prices as high as they are right now is likely due to the fact that a lot of lit market has been used more today than it normally is. CHX volume for the day today is at 342 shares, nothing unusually big there. GME CHX volume for the day, 500 shares. Total amount of shares having been borrowed for the day, it's been like 10,000 shares. 10,000 shares is what IBKR is showing has been borrowed so far throughout the day, which is very, very low. Fees showing at 0.64%. As of before, I guess I came back from my break earlier and was doing numbers, and you guys didn't get an opportunity to see them. But there was 932,000 shares having been returned for the day as of my last break. And am I still streaming? Holy crap, what is taking Vortex forever here? Let's try this again. All right, skipping Ortex. For whatever reason, it doesn't want to load up right now. Highest amount of call volume as of, again, earlier, right after I got done with my break and coming back. The highest amount of call volume was at a $4 strike with 9.8 thousand contracts. It's now 11.1 thousand contracts. Highest amount of puts coming in at a $4 strike as well. There was 4.4 thousand contracts earlier. It's now 5.8. For whatever reason, Ortex doesn't want to load, so I'm going to bypass that and take you guys over to the other page here. Oh, no, it just loaded. Very, very slowly. I'm going to skip this for just a second here, see if it'll load up the rest of the pages. But taking a look at MMRI, like again, I said earlier, it was 267.86. It's now 269.49. The spread between the 2-year, 10-year yields was 0.304 and is now currently at 0.292. NASDAQ is up 0.25, Dow Jones is up 0.09, the S&P 500 is up 0.05. We have 3,705 advancers to 1,982 decliners. The market is definitely more advancing than it was earlier this afternoon and looking like it's cooking with bacon grease right now as there's that many advancers looking pretty hot and tasty. The Mag 7, 3 out of the 7, oh, nope, change that. 2 out of the 7 are green currently. So it looks like we're kind of finishing out this day just about how we started it. Financial institutions, anything plus or minus 2.5% or more is going to get a shout out here. We've got Coinbase up 8.76. Silvergate's down 3.23. NYCB is down 6.92. Western Alliance is up 2.46. And S&P Global is down 4.93. Gold is down 0.07 and trending up. Silver is up 1.86, trending up. Ethereum Classic is up 1.75 and consolidating. The US dollar is up 0.1, and I don't know why it keeps doing that to this one. Looks to me like it's still kind of trending down right now. It doesn't look like it's broken the trend just yet, which I would put up as this. Looks like it tried. It tried to break the trend, and it's on the very edge of it. Oil is up 3.04 and trending up. Mortgage-backed securities are down anywhere from 0.21 to 0.22 and consolidating after a trend down. SPY is up 0.08, but the Magnificent Seven are mostly down for the day today. So we're seeing. I think we're still seeing a continuation of funds exiting out of the Magnificent Seven and into small and mid caps right now. I think that's a lot of what you're seeing going on. And for those of you who are also wondering where that money that's coming from to fill up the coffers for coins, crypto coins, I would suggest it's coming from that as well. Taking a look at VIX, it is up 0.47 and trending down. VTI is up 0.25, trending up. VB is up 1.22 and slightly trending up. Tesla is up 1.38, trending up. Amazon is down 0.16, trending up. Cinemark is up 3.39 and consolidating. Got a nice big fat candle at 1521 there. 988,000 shares. Wow. Doge is up 0.59 and trending up. Bitcoin is up 2.32, trending up. GME is up 2.38 and trending up. HYMC is up 1.59 and consolidating. NCMI is down 0.93 and consolidating Hood is up 2.07 or 2.05 and consolidating. And AMC is up 5.08 and trending up. Inflow versus outflow. There is approximately 1.4 million more outflow than inflow at this time. 8.92 million shares traded. After 352 minutes worth of trading, puts us on a pace for about 9.88 million shares traded by the end of the day today. That is within that 5 to 25 million range that I suggested earlier this morning. On a 4-hour time interval, we have more buying pressure than selling pressure with an RSI of 58.51, which is that's above average. On a 1-hour time interval, there's more buying pressure than selling pressure with an RSI of 68.36, which is above average. On a 30-minute interval, more buying pressure than selling pressure with an RSI of 64.25, which is above average. And on a 5-minute interval, equal amounts of buying and selling pressure with an RSI of 61.21, which is above average. Nice looking day today, not too terrible. Got some devil horns in here on the way up. Multiple tests of that $12, what am I saying? $4.12 range. What does that mean exactly? We haven't really blown through it yet, but maybe tomorrow, if we can continue to see, if we can get this price to close out above $4.12 before the day is over, it's a strong possibility that we could have a continuation on price moving upwards for the day. Did anybody have an estimate higher than me? Nope, nobody did. Okay. 401 gets the win. No extra points, but I've been able to refresh a couple different times here. Ortex data, it's saying 998,000 shares having been returned for the day. It's a little bit higher than what it was. It was 932 a couple hours ago. So we're looking at estimated short share interest of the free float showing up as, it should be a little bit down from where it was. It might be just a fraction under 12 right now. But it's not popping up on the screen. So, oh, there it is. It just popped up. Um, 12.14%. 12.14%. Is that what it's showing you guys? Hold on a second here. It's not showing you guys. Something's jacked up with the page. I'm seeing 12.14%. Let's see what you guys are saying in the back here. The big tramp. But Donkey Kong says upward and onward. Janet says, man, I just tuned in and thought we were at 104. Who you asking, Donkey Kong? Are you asking me? I haven't. If you're asking me, I haven't any. Yeah, I know. Mac, hopefully, and then hopefully on the way past 20, we'll be shooting for 90 and get this beard off. I don't care. Who cares about 12 or 14? I want 90. That's the one I want to see. Holy lint balls, yeah.
What? You have an innie or a mini?
No, I have an innie. Yeah, he was asking, do I have an? I think he was asking me. I don't know who he was asking, but I have an innie belly button.
Oh,
yeah, I've always wondered what causes that. Innies versus outies. Have they ever figured out?
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Have they ever scientifically figured out what causes innies and outies? I think last I had heard they still didn't know what caused it. They thought it might have had to do with your surgeon.
It could not. No, not necessarily. It could be when you were younger, if you were constipated and you push too
If you were
hard.
descended? No, there's a word for it. Distended? I don't know. I can't remember what the word is. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know, if you have to, when I was in my cowboy days, when I'd help a cow struggling give birth, you don't cut the umbilical cord. You tear it, you rip it, because the act of stretching it allows it to recoil, and then it seals itself up. If you just snip it and cut it, it bleeds a lot more. It's the way nature evolved, because normally when they're born and they come out with a placenta, it all comes apart, you know. And,
Interesting.
I cut my sons with my own hands, so
yeah, and then they went behind you and they put a clip on it and all kinds of stuff.
yeah.
Like with your teeth?
No. They gave me the scissors. They gave me the scissors to cut it.
Yeah, to cut it. Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Back in the days, they used to do it with their teeth.
And stuff.
I didn't know. So I think I may have said something to my doctor about. I think there's been a mystery for a long time. Like they really aren't really 100% certain what causes an innie or an outie, and I think I may have mentioned it to him or something like that. And he goes, "Well, how about I just let you cut it, and then you can just blame yourself if it's bad or something." I don't remember. And I think he just let me cut it or something. And I was like, oh, "Okay." I was really nervous to do it too because I was. I guess I wasn't really expecting. I didn't think I was really going to be cutting.
It?
No.
Cows have a habit of eating the entire placenta off of the ground after they give birth, and it's a part of their survival skills. They don't want it to draw wolves and prey animals and things. Sometimes a cow will choke on it, and you have to use like a shovel handle or something to shove it the rest of the way down her throat. Yep, cowboys do some ugly stuff sometimes.
Yeah, Rhinestone Cowboys. Yeah, they do that.
Thoughts on Uncle Frank's fiance? Who's that?
Finance. Raymond's
talk about
he's
that.
promoting. He's trying to promote somebody else. Yeah. Uncle Frank's got some kind of way.
Don't talk about that.
That's in bad taste, Raymond. We don't do that here, man. We're the fun bunch. We come in here and make jokes and hang out. We don't.
Wait, I'm totally missing. I'm not understanding what I'm not understanding. Who's Frank?
There's a guy called Uncle Frank, and he's like a content creator.
Oh. Okay, I guess I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I don't think many people do, but
it's all right, man. You don't know.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Did he?
Like, wait, what?
Frank Lehman?
Did he?
Frank,
did he
you?
post
Uncle
up
Frank?
his fiance or something? Is she like? Okay, well, I don't. You said it's bad taste, and so now I'm curious. You know, it's like you say that, and I have no clue what's going on. So I'm going.
It's in poor form for him to come to our stream and promote another content creator. It's in poor taste.
Uncle Frank Finance. That's the channel.
Okay. All right.
My fiance. Who's her fiance?
Didn't he say? He said. Oh, he said finance.
I
can't read right now. I can't read right now. I said finance.
Clean,
I thought I said fiance. My eyes are so blurred still. I literally thought I said fiance, and he said finance. That's so funny. Thoughts on Uncle Frank fiance? I thought he said fiance.
Oh, that slipped past me. Yeah, it's late in the day.
It totally says finance. I had to go back and reread it. It does say finance. It doesn't say fiance.
Yeah. You're like, is he putting pics up of his fiance? What's that?
I had to go back and reread it. Oh my god, that's terrible.
You missed out on the upskirt picture.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I was going like, was there like is she bad looking? What's wrong with her? Why is she so? What's wrong with her? She must be something must be wrong. That's why I was trying to get you guys to tell me like what's going on with his fiance. Why don't we talk about her? What's the deal? Well, I'll tell you what, Raymond. We should all go over to Uncle Frank's finance and say, "Man, you sure got a hot fiance." That would be funny. Oh man, yeah. I don't do that. Raymond, I don't comment on other YouTubers. I try to stay away from that. I'll tell you one thing. If you have to ask, then you probably already know the answer. He called me a shill.
Damn.
That's-
Casey's going to cry in the shower. Casey's going to cry in the shower
That's
tonight.
me.
He's not going to sleep.
Yeah.
He's going to lose weight from not being able to eat. Damn, whatever are we going to do?
You know, one of the things that I always knew was going to be a problem was I was like, how do you separate yourself from other people? Like, how do you legitimately show that you're not
My God, who the hell cares?
I care, and so that's why I've done what I've done at great lengths to make sure that I don't take your money. I talk about, I try to keep things about AMC and GME, and so that people couldn't call me a shill. I didn't want people to be able to have that.
See, for me, I'd like to think I have enough intellectual horsepower to not be troubled by an anonymous person on the internet. But I will say this: once I have an affection for someone, or I find a common ground or friendship with them, I would be troubled somehow. Like, for instance, if it was Yucca or yourself or Frank or any of the usual characters that I count as more or less friends, I would be troubled by that because I'd like to think I have some kind of a relationship with them. So,
Is Hayden back in here?
That's a different.
Hayden, he didn't say your name.
Yes.
Hayden, he didn't say your name.
Yeah.
I want
right,
you to.
yeah.
I want a record to show he did not
Record
say your name.
Record reflect. You were not included on the people that I give a damn about what they think of me. I'm smelling what you're selling. I like it. Yeah.
Environment in my
Fart in your general direction.
I fart your general direction. Yeah. Classic Monty Python. Yeah.
Oh man.
I know we've gone long past the Toby Keith Memorial yesterday, but his song "How Do You Like Me Now" is one that I'd love to play when this is all over with, for the long list of naysayers and angry people who are concerned about how I spend my discretionary cash. That'd be apropos for that final day. Say, how do you like me now?
Yeah. I've got a whole playlist. Trust me, I've already kind of built a playlist that kind of revolves around like songs that I don't want to play too early. And that, trust me, I'm sure I can add that one.
When I suggested one, and you said you're saving it for a special occasion, and I was like, "Damn, Ronnie, come on, you should have saw that coming."
Yeah, there's a couple ones that I've been just holding on to. I'm like, no, there's gotta be we'll find the right time for those ones. Thanks, Sea Hill. Sea Hill says, stream is a drug. You wake up every day wanting it, needing it, can't go without. It's weird though. Like, you know what? You don't need this. I know it's fun and cool and we have a good time, but
I don't want to say I don't agree with him, but I know what he's saying, and I think I take it as it's a kindest compliment someone can give you, KC.
It is.
What it really means is people enjoy it.
Yeah.
It means it's become a part of their routine, and they enjoy it like they would a talk show or a book group or a book club or drinking with the fellas in the alley. Whatever, pick your analogy. It's to your credit that you've created this little place where there's some information that's shared.
No, you guys created it. Yeah. You got to remember, you created it. I provided the spot. You guys made it what it is, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. And I agree with him wholeheartedly.
Yeah. And I mean, it's built beautifully around the idea is if you build it, they will come, right? Like, in the movie Field of Dreams, like it literally wasn't the baseball game that brought people to go to the baseball. I mean, the guy just built a freaking baseball field that didn't look anything better than a high school baseball field. People didn't go there because they wanted to be a part of a high school field. They wanted that raw experience, that old time good feeling of being a part of a crowd of people who showed up to participate in cheering for their teams, and it was just like this. It's something that people just enjoy, you know. It's humanity
My
wanting to
favorite
spend time
comparison-
together.
Favorite comparison is when you and others say, liken it to Cheers, the ever popular TV show Cheers. No one went to that place to get a drink. They went to that place because of the rich characters that filled it. The
No,
camaraderie and the comradeship.
Norm was definitely there for the beer.
Well, yeah, Norm was there for the beer. Yeah, I stand corrected. But I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's not about the baseball stadium or the field. It's about the people that come together there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. I like that whole concept. I've thought a great deal about it because I know. Well, there you go. Yeah, good old censored content.
Takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your work sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you
This
like
song is so like it brings happy feelings, but it's so weird at the same time. It's like kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I don't want to say the word I'm thinking, but it just. But yet it gives you happy feelings at the same time.
Thinking about how everything has to end. My time in the military came to an end. My business career came. Everything has a season. And I often say, well, what's it going to be like when this is over with? And we've talked many times about, well, we can have a channel and we can all just come together and have fun. But I'm convinced that when it's over, it'll be over. And this is why. Because it's like catching lightning in a bottle. There's a special recipe about having a common investment and interest and then coming together for all those things. I don't necessarily know that if it would be the same environment if we mow ass, everyone does whatever they do, chase their dreams with their profit. I don't foresee a place where it will be the same. Now, having said that, I'm not saying that there won't be a few websites or whatever we call these chat rooms where people can come together and catch up. But I'm quite convinced that this is a special little thing that we're a part of, and when it's over, yeah, it'll be over.
Mm.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Mm. That's like happy and sad all at the same time. It's like so.
Yeah, it is.
It's so true though. It does feel like that.
is
Yeah,
very- it is
capturing.
true, yeah.
I like how you said that. Capturing lightning in a bottle.
Well, I'll share a story with you. We frequently get together with a lot of my military buddies and their wives, their children. I watched some of their. I was there, the day of some of these children were born, and I've watched them grow up now and have children of their own. And infrequently we get together, maybe every couple of years. It's not even on a regular basis or nothing, but something will happen and we'll find ourselves together, perhaps a funeral or a wedding, whatever. But it's never the same. It's we're all together, we're in the same room, but it's not the same. I think that's what they mean by when they say you can never go home again. So I would just advise people to enjoy it, live in the moment, and enjoy it while you're here. I know I certainly am.
Numbers. Look at this. A little tear coming out here.
No, I didn't mean.
No. It is a good thing. It is a good thing.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, it is a good thing. Yeah.
I've said it many times, and there's only a few of us here now, 100 or whatever. But for the time that I've been here, if you never hear from me ever again, I will remember these people for the rest of my days. Just like I can recall the names of the men I served with in the military, or people I had business dealings with, regular customers over the years that I'm sure Yuckus can commiserate with. And these people have become a part of my life and a part of my personal story. And that's a really cool thing. And it came as a big surprise to me as a 58-year-old man who used to scoff and laugh at these so-called internet relationships or whatever you want to call it. So I can't sing your praises highly enough.
Roseanne's saying something here that's kind of giving me a little bit of an idea. She's saying, I wish I knew the date. I need to lose weight before our party. And which, me too.
So you don't. No, you don't. Neither one of you don't. You don't. It's not like you don't want to. It's not like we're having our high school reunion and we're all going to try to lose a bunch of weight and maybe I'll get some hair implants before we show up. That's absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Come as you are.
If I had my way, we'd all have to get together in an hour. Like we'd have to meet right now in an hour at the local library. Just
Yeah.
come as you are, keep it real, you know. One thing's
Mac says, I mean, we screw together 5 days out of the 7. That definitely must mean something. Yeah, I would tend to agree.
I would just say, Roseanne, that the interactions that we have and the fun, laughter, and business talks, weight has never played a part of that before, and it certainly wouldn't going forward. So that's probably one of the good things about this. It's all based on intellect and the kindness of people's hearts, and there's not a whole lot of it based on who has the nicest suit or the finest cufflinks. Maybe we benefit from that.
Do you know, I always wanted to go back to my first high school reunion and, be that guy. And I'm sure many of us want to do this, like, show up in the limo and be like the guy who was like really super rich and everything, and be like,
Sure,
look at me
sure.
now kind of thing, or show up in the helicopter or whatever and just kind of be like, look at me now kind of thing. And I felt like I got
Romeo and Michelle.
at one point in my life, I felt like I had kind of achieved way more than I think anybody had ever expected of me. And it was about the time that one of my first reunions was rolling around. And I don't know why I didn't go, but I didn't go. And
Why didn't you go?
I've never gone back to any of my reunions. And the more I think about it, the more I believe. I think I came to this self-realization that I don't have anything to prove to anybody else other than myself. I don't need to. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. There's nobody I have to prove anything to.
See, I wish I felt that way. I admire you for that, because for me, growing up so poor, and I guess I don't want to get into it, but in your youth, it's always about bragging of what you got, or who has a nicer car, or who has the nicest clothes, and all those things. And then when you're on the bottom end of that, you say to yourself, well, someday I'm going to work really hard so I can participate in that. And then something happens as you grow and progress through life, and then they tell you, well, despite the fact that all of our lives we are judged by all these things, once you become an adult, you're not supposed to brag about them. So in some ways I felt a little bit cheated, like, well, wait a minute, I'm ready to brag about all my stuff now, but it's in poor taste. But now, having said that, I think there's more reasons to go back to a high school reunion than just to puff up my chest for my success, not the least of which for me is to see people who were immensely important to me at one point in time or influential on me. And so I went back for those reasons. But Mrs. Pirate encouraged me to tone down my bragging and my puffiness, and, hey, look what I've done. I told you guys I'd make it, because she made it clear to me that it wasn't the portrait of myself that I wanted to leave these people with. Mm-hmm. But I can understand why you'd say you didn't want to go back. I can see that.
Yeah. I had one guy contact me because I was on Facebook for a while. And I remember exactly who he was, but he contacted me and he sent me a message in a DM on Facebook, and he's like, I just want to let you know. And he was kind of a he kind of acted like gangster in school, and so, but I was always, real friendly to just anybody. I didn't matter who it was. I just was always friendly to people, and he sent me a message and he was like, you were like the only person that looked past my gangster side of me and saw me for who I was as a person. And man, I'll tell you what, when you have somebody come back to you and tell you something like that, that is so, like, it makes you feel good inside, because you didn't realize that, like, people just want to have like a nice, sometimes, when you walk up to somebody and they seem like they're all rough around the edges, and, everybody always just gives them a rough time. Sometimes all they really need is just somebody to say, like, hey man, how you doing? What's going on? Say hi. We need more of that. Nobody really cares about anybody else anymore. It's just about you, Say hi to people. Ask them how their day's going. That was way more rewarding than going back to any kind of high school reunion I could have ever gone to. Like, I really don't care. But getting that message from him was really powerful. What's that?
All the hookers down there loved him. He had these beautiful golden curls.
Yeah, I have a story that I've saved, and one of these days I thought I would tell it, but I'll keep it real short. I was set up for a blind date with my wife when we were in high school. Her best friend set me up with her on a Sadie Hawkins. Sadie Hawkins was a tradition for us where the girl asked the boy out. I went with her to the date, and I met them there. And within 10 minutes of being there, I had her cornered and was trying to kiss her. And she turned her face and she wouldn't kiss me. Yeah. She turned her face. Listen, I was a young kid. I was probably 15 years old. She turned her face, wouldn't kiss me. I got all butthurt about it and ignored her for the rest of the night. We never dated again. Her friend, she never asked about me again. I told her friend I'd never go out with her again a day of my life.
How dare you?
So that was I don't know, middle school or something, or freshman high school. But I went on to the military, went to war, came back, went on about my life. I went back to a high school reunion, and I was 24 years old. Her girlfriend was there with her husband. We were having drinks, and she said, "I can't believe you're still single." And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Do you care if I give my girlfriend your phone number?" And we started laughing. I said, "You mean the girl that wouldn't kiss me in high school?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Yeah, give her my number." She called me, and Sandy and I've been married. We've been married. We've been married. We've been married for 20 years. And
that's
lived
who?
Together for 5 before that.
Mrs. Pirate is that girl?
It's Mrs. Pirate.
Get out of
And
town! What? Come on!
True story.
No.
It's a true story. No,
Put her
I'll
on.
bring in
Put
here
her
right
on. Put her on. Put her on.
Well, it gets better. I'll bring her here to get. But let me finish my story up with this.
How dare you?
Put her on.
Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to.
So her girlfriend calls me. They want to come down and visit us in Florida. They're always invited. Her girlfriend says, "By the way, I have a picture that we're going to send you via email. It's an old Polaroid. It's of you and Ronnie together in high school." And Sandy said, "You're mistaken. We were never together in high school." And she said, "Oh, but you forget. You went on a blind date one time, and he was too pushy, and you guys didn't hit it off." And I said, "Well, there's no way there's a picture of that night." I said, "It'd have to be wrong. There has to be a picture. Maybe there's a picture of me at the dance and a picture of her, but nobody captured that moment in time." But I'll be damned. They sent a picture of us, and it's 4 of us standing outside of our high school, and it's her and I. And you got to remember now, that's one night, one date, and then gone. And we've talked so many times about how if we had probably hit it off that night and became high school girlfriend and boyfriend, we wondered if we'd ever made it. But I just thought you might find that interesting. It kind of ties into the homecoming. If I hadn't gone to the homecoming, I don't know. It worked out for me, man. All I can say is I got paid by going to the homecoming.
I hear a bunch of pirate talking. I don't hear Miss Pirate at all.
Stand by.
Yeah.
Sandy, come here. They're throwing the bullshit flag. I finally told them the story about us going out one time in high school, and then all.
No. Stop. Don't say anything else. Mrs. Pirate, I got a question for you. I got a question, Miss Pirate.
She's coming. I have to give her my headset. Here you go.
Am I online? I mean, on.
Just KC and a couple other people.
Well, can't you just put it on there?
Yeah.
Miss Pirate, question. When he went to go kiss you, or can you hear me? Hello?
There it is. I think it's on.
Okay. Can you hear me, Miss Pirate?
Can you hear it? Can you hear us?
I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, here she is. Sandy, tell him it's the truth.
No. Here we go. Here's the question for you, Miss Pirate. When he, that day that you rejected him, when he went to lean in to kiss you, what was going through your mind? Why did you reject him at the time?
Because it was like 5 minutes into it.
And he was coming at you.
30 minutes, and he's trying. Yeah. Too aggressive.
Yeah, you were like too much, too fast. No, thank you very much. Yeah. See you later.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Horny boy.
Like, can we get through it? Yeah.
And so now let me ask you one more question. Why in the world, after knowing what happened the first time, would you go back for round 2?
Oh, good question.
Well, it was 10 years later.
Oh, and things must have gotten better after 10 years?
Well, it's like he didn't do it. That when we got back together after 10 years, he didn't do it.
He was a gentleman after 10 years? Are you're telling me he turned into a gentleman after 10 years? The military did that to him?
Maybe, I guess.
Wow.
I don't know. It was
Wow.
No.
No. No. I know where this is going. What happened was he failed the first time and he says, "I'm catching this fish. This is the fish I've never caught."
I said,
and he says, "I'm doing it
"You ever
right
play
this time."
One softball where they throw you one pitch. I said, "Wait a minute. You mean I get a second shot at this?
Yeah.
I'm not going to mess this up this time."
No, yeah, he knew he had a good thing, and he was like, "I'm not messing it up this time." Interesting, very, very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't believe it that way. I believe pirate closed his eyes, going to kiss her. She said no. But looking at his lips, she said, "Oh my God, these lips are so good, but it's too early." And 10 years after, she said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to take those lips." That's how it went down.
Well, I was pretty full of myself. I thought I was hot shit. I said, hell with her. She don't want to give me a little kiss. I ain't messing with this one no more. I said, I'll show her. I said, and then I said, well, she'll come running back. And then after a couple of weeks in high school, I never heard nothing from her no more. And I guess she said, fuck him, and went on about her way. So I was too headstrong to go back, and she damn sure didn't want nothing to do with me. So we went about our way. But had I not gone back to my high school reunion, I wouldn't have 2 children and a happy marriage for 30 years. So I don't know.
Wow.
Things are weird.
That's crazy. Well, it's a good thing you learned a lesson the first time.
Well, we should create a soundboard. You're a lucky pirate hooker.
Not just a stinky one, but you're also a lucky. You lucky, stinky pirate hooker.
She was the administrative assistant for the Treasury Department in one of the biggest banana companies in the world, Chiquita Banana. And she had worked her way up to a very respectable level. And they gave her quite the send-off when she decided to turn in her resignation and come cohabitate with me in Florida. But I can remember at their going away party, it was really funny. They asked her point blank, "Damn, you had to go all the way to Florida to get laid?" And I thought to myself, and today you'd never hear that. You'd never hear that in today's environment, with all the sexual harassment suits. But that was one of the jokes. Hey, look, man, don't sell pirate too short, man. Back in the day, I could do all right.
I'm not selling you short. I'm not selling you short.
Like with Yaka say it, you could really back in the day.
Oh man. Jay wants to know what high school. Are you willing to say?
I don't mind. I went to a little tiny high school called Taylor High School on the Ohio River. And she went to a rival high school. They were our rival. I mean, bad rival. We had guys that went to jail for spray painting their school buses. I mean, it was a bad rivalry. But But her and her girlfriend went to a technical school to learn data processing, and so they took school. All the kids from the school district went to that one vocational school, so they were really good friends. And I had a crush on her girlfriend from the time we were probably 7 years old. I followed her around like a lost puppy dog, and I think she dated everybody in the high school but me. I was forever in the friend zone. And this day, we're all still great friends. But just funny how things work out sometimes.
Undoubtedly. Well, it's that time of the day, you guys. Casey. Unfortunately, yeah. What's up? Is that Apex? I hear. Yeah, Apex. How's it going, man?
Yeah. Good, man. So I just wanted to validate our price predictions here. Like I predict low, and what the fuck did it do all week long? Goes the opposite direction. So tomorrow, I'll do everybody a favor, and we're gonna rocket this thing.
Okay. Why are you gonna predict really, really low?
I don't. Maybe negative. We'll be like -$4.
Yeah, that's what we should just start doing every day. We'll just throw in some like really rock bottom numbers, and then we could just keep being wrong every day.
Yeah, fuck it.
We'll be like, oh, we were wrong again. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Darn.
We suck at this. No, I sort of pop in and say hi. We'll catch you all tomorrow, guys.
All right, man. Take care.
Later.
Well, I will step out of the back of the Big Tramp, and I'll come back here in a few minutes. But you know what time of the day it is, unfortunately. As usual, all good things must eventually come to an end. Oops. Eat, sleep, drink, get plenty of rest. Tomorrow is another trading day. It's the last trading day of this week. Spend time with your family, spend time with your friends, take your pets out for a walk because they like getting outdoors too. And for crying out loud, go see an AMC movie because after all, that's what we're here to do, support AMC. But above all else, don't have a good night. Have a great night. Beep, beep.
When the night's getting cold, you're needing a shoulder. Puff out your chest and be a little bolder. All we do is we buy and hold. There will be shills who wanna steal your thrills. There will be friends who hold till the end. There will be doubt, fear and cloud, but it's all in your head. Those hedgies are dead. Panic and fear really are near, but it's not ours to own. We have shown that all we do is buy and hold. Oh, there will be shills who wanna steal your thrills, and there will be friends who hold till the end, and there will be doubt, fear and cloud, but it's all in your head. Those hedgies are dead. So when the night's getting colder, you're needing that shoulder. The apes got your back. We got each other. All we do is we buy and hold.
T-minus 60 seconds and counting. We are transferring to orbiter internal power at this time. Discovery is now running off its 3 onboard fuel cells. Coming up on a go for auto sequence start. And we have a go for auto sequence start. Discovery's onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. T-minus 17 seconds and counting. 15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, remaining start, 2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future missions beyond. Guidance now converging. Discovery's onboard computers commanding the main engine nozzles to swivel, aiming the shuttle for its precise target in space for main engine cutoff.
Should have a good forward link now in estimate.
Okay, you sound good.
Discovery Houston, negative return.
Copy, a negative return.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her in your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you'll begin to make it better. Anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulder. For you know that it's a fool who plays the cool by making the world a little bit colder. Hey Jude, don't let me down. You found her, now go